Bento box is everywhere in Taiwan. Every town has their different flavor. This kind of food have much protein for the traveler. They can feel full for a long time. Near the station, there are many bento box store because many travelers need to take the food on the train.
TRA is like in the transportation industry, so when people have the need to travel a long distance, so they start providing food. Before the 60s, they do not serve on the train. Before we have a railway restaurant, and then people will have to buy it and carry it onto the train. So from the Japanese colonial period, it's like the rice ball, wrap in the banana leaf, and then they take it. After the 60s, now we have the image of the bento.
Before, it was a very luxury thing to travel by train. On the reserved seating trains, we would serve tea, water, towels, magazines and newspapers. On the Wang-Ha Express, we even served meals.
When the KMT, they relocate to Taiwan and then keep the Japanese away, the restoration day, the Taiwanese, they are not satisfied with the Japanese, so they do not want to provide the Japanese style. It's actually, during that time, we are looking westward. For them, Western dish is more classy. Actually, the restaurant provided both Chinese and Western style, but then like the main focus is on the Western style. And especially all the officers, like the top officers, for example, like Chiang Kai-shek, he preferred the Western style food as well, so that they are serving this as their main focus. During that time, a lot of people migrated to Taiwan, and then from different parts of the China. So we have different like Canton or like Sichuan or whatever, like a lot of different style of dishes.
I first entered the railway in 1972 and served in the catering section for 38 years. And the ladies here also served on the same train.
After several years serving in TRA, now when they see the lunchbox, they feel nauseated. They do not like, because they have been eating so many, and then it's always a pork chop and sometimes chicken drums, but mostly pork chops. When they start selling the bento, originally they only provided the 60 NT pork chop once. She brought in the Japanese style, the fish, and also the American style, like the rosemary chicken, and also Southeast Asian curries to the bento boxes.
It's 10:58 at Taipei Main Station on a Tuesday morning. In the Taipei Kitchen, they are busy preparing bento boxes for the 11:42 express train to Hawaii. The Taipei Kitchen is one of 6 railway kitchens in Taiwan. We prepare 10 different boxes each day here at Taipei Kitchen. On an average day, we prepare 11,000 to 12,000 boxes a day. And on the weekend, 12,000 to 14,000 boxes a day. I used to work in a hotel kitchen. It's a lot busier here at TRA. In a hotel I can cook during the meal serving times, and the rest of the time we can start preparing the food. But here we cook non-stop.
I've now with me here Bonnie, and Bonnie is the manager of Taipei Kitchen.
Okay, so for the design of the ingredients of the box will be the chef's responsibility, and then we also have a nutritionist to like balance the nutrition value of the box, and then the manager, her main duty will be more like the strategies. So there are 3 parts. The first part will be like the taste. The chef will take the responsibility of that, and also the food, the safety of the food. We have a nutritionist on that, and then also for the temperature, like the warmth of the bento boxes, we also have a temperature controller. There's like a accreditation HACCP, like that international accreditation.
With just 8 minutes to spare before the 11:42 departure, the bento boxes are wheeled up to platform 4 at Taipei Main Station. We're now on the 11:42 from Taipei to Yulin on the east coast of Taiwan, and the bento boxes are now being delivered onto the train, and here they are. They're still warm and they're going to be served to the passengers. Those that have ordered online will get those first, and then the rest of the passengers will be able to buy. And there's a selection of pork chop and also vegetable. And they're still warm.
I live here. I've lived in Asia for about 22 years. I travel between Taipei and Taichung weekly. At the station in Taichung, I usually buy it on Friday afternoon and eat it on my way back to Taoyuan. And it's always fresh. I enjoy everything. I wish it was a little bit spicier, but the egg's good, the vegetables are fresh, the meat's always... I've never had a single problem with this one. It's wonderful. It's cheap. It's inexpensive is a better word, because it fills you up, and it tastes great. It's always available at the train station, and it's hot. So you know, when I lived in Japan, they often have a lot of cold things that are beautiful to look at, but this one in Taiwan, it's as I said earlier, inexpensive, and it's just ready to eat.
Japan, the bento box is served cold, so she wants to know how bento still tastes good when it's cold. So she will travel on the JR lines and then go all the way to in Tokyo area. She found out that the major difference is that they have different kinds. They have variety. Like in one boxes, they have variety kind of dish, but the portion is very little, and this is not suitable for Taiwanese style, because in Taiwan we want to have a big portion of meat and a big portion of vegetables and rice, so that we'll feel full. She then studied how to make the pork chop bento and then serve it. Even it's cold, it still tastes good.
This is the bento box, and it's chicken, and this chicken is absolutely delicious. It's been steamed and roasted, and most chicken you get in Taiwan is that steamed boil, which is very tough. But this is absolutely delicious, and the rice has been mixed with turmeric. You've got that lovely yellow colour. My only criticism is the vegetables are a bit undercooked, but that's typical Taiwan style. And for 80 Taiwan dollars, this is really good value.
Please mind the gap.
Where did you learn cooking?
Oh, my father and mother is a chef.
Most chefs working in hotels and in restaurants are training in schools or special universities for chefs. And Bill here is coming out of a chef's family. The mother and the father were owning their own restaurant. And Bill is now head chef. So here we are at South Shulin railway station, and I'm here with the managers from Taipei Kitchen and the head chef of Taipei Kitchen, and we are trying to eat those beautiful lunch boxes. I have a beautiful chicken here waiting to be ate. The smells delicious, and It's beautiful arranged. The yellow, red pepper, there's green spinach, is it? Or yeah, and the cauliflower. The chicken is beautiful prepared. I love the crispiness of the chicken. Congratulations. Love it. The chicken is really beautiful flavored. The skin is still reasonably crisp, even after all that time it was in the box. As for the cabbage, we Irish do love cabbage. Cabbage is one of our main food ingredients in Ireland. Just tastes beautiful. Sorry, but I have to finish that box. This is a pork chop. And going to try this beautiful chop. I'm quite difficult with chopsticks. It's unusual. We would fry the chops more crisp. It's a lovely soft type of pork chop. Just perfect cooked. What is that here?
Fish.
Oh, you have a bit of fish. That's a chinyu fish. I'm going to catch that. It's a sweetish type of taste. The sugar, cinnamon.
Yep.
You put cinnamon on that fish. The cinnamon flavor is quite dominant. I haven't tasted fish like this before. It's really unusual. Then you do have white cabbage, and obviously you have that beautiful cooked Taiwanese rice. Again, all the ingredients of that lunchbox are homegrown in Taiwan. I got another box here now, which is much similar from the pork chop, only that the pork chop is slightly bigger. The difference of that box is actually what is underneath. This rice is a special cooked rice. It has a little bit of shrimp in there. And the way it's spiced, it's just delicious. It's just gorgeous taste. And I'm still astonished how well that rice is keeping warm over all the time we were traveling. It's a very sticky type of rice, but it's just delicious. So I just have been handed now another very interesting box. This is a total vegetarian box. I'm going to try this beautiful Taiwan monkey head mushroom, and this mushroom has quite a juicy taste when you bite into it. It's prepared in soya sauce and also using white wine. It's just gorgeous. Again, this rice tastes more like a vegetable. No spices are used, no salt is used, so it's quite a... You just taste the rice. You can taste the rice and you don't taste many spices there. It's a different type of rice. It's organic grown rice, I believe. All the boxes you handed me, they're all different type of flavors. They're just gorgeous in taste. This one is for vegetarians. There's the most fantastic mushroom in it. But my absolute favorite has to be the chicken. I love the crisp chicken. I love the box with the chicken. While uniqueness of rice is quite different with each box. There's a different flavor of rice. So I must congratulate you for producing such beautiful product.
The branding of Taiwan Railway Bento Boxes is very well known, like especially for the people who grew up in the 40s and 50s. They all know about these boxes, so it's not that difficult to market it.
So, what have you there? You have beautiful bottles there with trains in the shape of a train. So I'm going to try one of those. This bottle is in the shape, or is the making of the southern Taitung train leaving Kaohsiung to Taitung. This other bottle here is one of the most famous trains in Taiwan, which is the Alishan Railway. So it represents the Alishan Railway. And here we have the Yulin train. Kids would love that water bottle, and I think they will drink much quicker that bottle than any other bottle. What a unique way to sell water on a railway.
Your grandma was the first lady in Yulin to make bento box.
They have 8 kind of different meats and vegetable. But original, traditional Fulong Biendang will not change. He will make a different kind of bento cases, but never change the Fulong Biendang.